Greetings and welcome to Factorio. I'm Dgray, and today we have quite a few things we need to get done. Last episode we had a bit of a power issue. That is still the case. We can't keep up at night, or we're pretty much just not producing enough power. So first things first, I just wanna fix that, and then we'll go into making steel bulkheads. I was kind of debating if I wanted to do it just by taking the ingredients from a steel cell. But if you look here, since steel bulkhead is used for rocket parts, I think it would be a very good idea, as we do with our loaded structures, giving each of these their own cell. Where you just take in the raw resources, in this case, pretty much taking in a ton of steel and crafting everything in a cell and on site. I think that'll be the best solution. But before we get to that, let's just expand our power production a bit more. We are lacking quite a bit, but just by doing this, we should be able to alleviate it somewhat. So let's just do this and let's get our robots something to build. We will fix the rest of them in the future. But hopefully this will solve this issue. So while that is going, we'll just let this go, get more things crafted. And one other thing I want to do is pretty much copy our oil setup as well at the same time. Did we take a blueprint already of that one? It doesn't look like it. So here it is. Take this one and just place it down over here. We should probably make a proper one at some point, but at least for now this does well enough to expand our production. So we let this build as well. Of course, remember to get the rest of the tracks down so it will work. Where's it at? There we are. Just like this. And remove the trees. So this will give our robot something to do. Building our solar fields. Crafting what else we need. So now to set up the next part, our steel bulkheads. Since they need a ton of steel, I think I might set it up somewhere over here, right next to a steel cell. Then you don't have to travel that far, and I think that'll be good. So we could use this cell. So let's try that. I think that might be good enough. And since we are building modular, it shouldn't matter too much. But minimizing the travel time is always a good thing to do. So while we're traveling here, let's just remove the small amount of trees and stuff in this cell. So it's ready to be expanded with our new setup. Also, let's get these away. There we are. Let's get the rest of this down. And then we should be quite ready to do this. Don't know how many inputs we need. Oh, that seems wrong. But let's just get all 4 down for now. And then we'll go from there. There, I think that was placed correctly. So robots are going. Missing a ton of things. Should be crafted bit at a time. Seems like that is the case, so that is perfect. So, steel bulkhead. That's gonna be quite exciting. We should probably start with the steel beams. They are needed for to reinforce steel plates anyway. So I think that'll be fine. And these just need 2 inputs. So, and the crafting speed is 4 seconds. Could we do that on one side? So we'll be able to do 15 on each side, or 7.5 if we split the belt. On a yellow, that is. I think that might be producing fast enough. And then we can always upgrade the belts to go further. Or getting about 22.5 at max speed. So let's see. Electric assemblers for now. Let's just check the setup. What I want to make is these. We'll want double inputs. So, pretty much splitting it like this, and then one out in the middle. That should give us what we need. Don't know if we do 2 belts instead. Might be a good thing to do. So we'll do double belts. Like this. I think that might be better in terms of throughput. So that is pretty much the setup we want to use for these. Let's just mark them out for now. Take long-handed as well. Here and here. And here and here. So that should pretty much be our setup for our steel bulkheads. Then we need what we have to craft. Let's start with steel beams. Let's just check. That's pretty much just ingots. Very, very easy. So let's just take these for now. Let's see. That should give us the steel beams we need. Out like this. And to craft, just do one in, do this one again. There we are. They're on their way, so that's fine. So that is another setup pretty much done. So now for the most complicated one, these one. So that needs steel plates and steel rivets. Are they one? And that needs rods. So did we figure out this was a 1-to-1? So this uses 2 a second. This one crafts 2 a second. So that should be easy enough to set up. If we just look at this setup. There we are. Saying rods into rivets at a good ratio. And then we need the rivets into, or pretty much mixed together with steel plates. So pretty much this same setup to go into this one. At almost the same ratio. We need 3 of these to 2 of the other ones. And then we need that into one of these. What if we do something like this? What I'm thinking, let's just see here. 1 second, craft. So if you do 3 steel plates on one side of the belts. So let's see, what I want to do is this. I'll show you. I don't know if it'll work, but I think it could be quite cool. Let's move over one more right there to here. Then we'll say 1, 2, 3 of these. Wasn't it 3 it needed? Or 2, sorry. So pretty much do that with in, out, out. And then do in, no, not in like that, but we'll do a different kind of out. Because we'll do 2 belts in here. That is what I want to try. And see if we can't make some kind of good setup for this. Because we then do long-handed out, then we have this one that's going to produce all the steel, what's it called, rivets. And then the one directly below will produce, what's it called, the steel plates. At something like, do it right here. We run into the issue of it not reaching that far. Because then we'll do out, out. And we'll need 3 of these. Was that even correctly? Oh, that's wrong. And do 1 of these. I don't know if this will work, but it will be fun to look at. And we'll do 3 of these. Because I think that should be the correct ratio. 3 steel plates. crafting speed the same, I hope now. Crafting speed 1, and that'll do 2 a second. So ratios will be completely off. That is just what I realized. But yeah, we might just do the tier 2 ones on these. But let's try this for now and see how badly the ratio is off. I just want to try and build something differently than what we normally do. So let's see here. Out, 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 and out. To be honest, we could flip this and do a cell of 4 to 6 instead. But I'll show you that in just a second, because what I'm thinking of doing is something quite funny. Might do 2 lines in, one for this one and one for these. So we could just go in like that and down. This one will just jump and do the same over here. Something like this. And oh, it has to be the opposite way, that's right. And then you will jump, I think, from right here to here. How will this look as a build? It's gonna be quite exciting. Quite exciting. Because that will at least give us these. This will give us out here, out there. Same down here. And then if we flip these, pretty much making it 6, we can have a few of these at the bottom producing at a somewhat nice speed. Oh, this is quite nice. How's our power looking? Seems the new solar panels help a bit. So that is good. Might add a new cell soon. But that is not the focus right now. So you'll continue down and down here. And let's just see if we can't do this. Take you, flip you around like that. Of course, we'll have to change these here in the middle. Could pretty much just place them myself. Would have been a bit easier. And here and here. So just give us plates over here, give us rivets over here. So now we just need to copy this one down to here. We gave ourselves one room, I don't know why, but let's just keep it for now. It looks good. So that looks kind of cool. And you continue down this way. So what if our setup is something like this? Yeah, that's gonna be quite exciting. Let's just hook all of this up with power. There. We need to do both. Oh, we need to do inserters as well. Like that. And then we'll hook up some power. We'll need quite a bit. And right here and here. So that should be all the power hooked up. Just need the last down here, and they are on the inside. And then these two will be used together with reinforced steel plates. And yeah, we'll just see how many we need. Might be a few. And then we'll output to pretty much both sides, since that's the way it is looking at the moment. Could do faster ones, but yeah. What if we do 3 on each side? And then going out this way and merging down here in somewhere. No, I did. Oh, and I haven't even moved it. Oh well, we'll move it later. But something like this, let's just get some steel in for now and see how it works. So isn't this all we need for the steel bulkheads? Plates and beams, beams, plates, and then we can like combine them down here somewhere. I think that will look quite good. Let's do something like this. We'll need double inputs, so we'll need to do in. We'll just copy these afterwards. Plates, and we'll do these two. In, and you two can flip this way. So that should at least cover this. We'll need some power. We should have done it in the middle. That way we could do it with just one, what's it called? Inserter. There we are. You can go down there. And there instead. And the reason for that is then we can just do one power pole right here in the middle. So something like that. I will mess it up out here, but that should be fine. Oh, it's because we have 4. I was like, why did it work up top but not down here? And then we can do the inserters like right here and right there, here and here. That should connect up nicely and make whatever we need for these. Well, that is a quite interesting build I've done here. Well, we'll see how well it goes when I turn it on. That is always exciting. Let's just get 20k steel in for now. And let's see how this will go. You guys have probably been yelling at me for the last 18 minutes that I'm doing something completely wrong. But yeah, one thing I did wrong was that one at least, because they are inputs and not outputs. This one should be on its way. There it is. Let's just flip it around. So this looks good. Should probably line it up towards the middle of this one. But I just want to see it work. So where should we do our bulkheads? Because we have one line matching here, we have the one line coming from here, and it has to go into these two split out. So we could do bulkheads out that way, or going that way. But yeah, that is going to be a bit exciting where we should put that one. We could just line these up and move them over to the right now. So what I want to do is cut you and put you so we line up to this one. I think that would be cool. Let's give ourselves a bit of room. No need to cut ourselves off too much. So line up like that. You can line up towards the middle of this one. I think that'll be fine. Something like right here might be good. No need to cram ourselves into too small of a space. And since these are going down, we could make this one go up, but I don't think we'll use that much. We might just double expand this over to increase our bulkhead production if needed. So you can move down here. I'll kind of let you go this way. So something like, what if we line it up towards this one? Somewhere like here. Yeah, let's try that. No idea how this is gonna go, but it is gonna be exciting. Because then we'll merge up these two. Somewhere, let's just say right here. For now. Like this. And then it'll go down this way and split off into the two we need. And what is a good place to do it? On the first one. Because we'll have this one coming in as well. Let's not make it worse for ourselves than it needs to be. There we are. And if you're coming down the same way, then you can split off right here, going into that one. Is that gonna give us issues? If I take this one up one, it might be easier to split it off. Or we can do this. Don't know if that's the best solution, but let's try it for now. You'll jump as well to right there. So now we have this one going down that way. We have this one going down this way, and these two continuing over, going into these two. Don't really mind if they're on different sides of the belt, if that will make it a bit easier to hook up. So something like that should work. No idea if it's a good setup or not. Oh, and I want to change these as well. Move you out to the side. For the same reason as we did before, to get in poles here in the middle. There we are. And get a pole there. We'll misalign it a bit right here, but that will save us one power pole. And then we'll just hook this up somewhere out here. So this should be our bulkheads. Almost done. Let's just see how it flows in. You go in, you go in. We need to give you some power. We can steal it from right there. And we need to give you some power right here. And we can remove these parts and we can pretty much hook you up like that. Should be fine. Not sure it's going to be fast enough this way, but we can always tweak the setup a bit, because we might have to do some things anyway. So outside might have to do a bit better on the merging of these. Instead of one of these, we should probably just do... What if we just do this instead? I think that will be better. Let's try that for now. And let's get ready to hook all of this up. We have our steel ingots coming in now at a nice steady pace. And they're ready to get funneled into these. So I think we are somewhat ready to start this up. Let's just put an output train down over here first, getting ready to receive all the items we're going to produce. And then it's going to be exciting to see how far the ratio is off. I know they're off. I'm certain about that, but hopefully it's not too bad. And what is a good way to do this? We've done it like this multiple times before, and we have 6 inputs. Do something like that. And this needs 3 ingots every 1 second. This needs 1 every second. So I think we might funnel more over here. So what if we do 1 for each of these? And then split one of these into 2 of these. Let's try that. So let's go down a bit. Let's see, want to get one to run right here. The other one will have to jump. Go down to here. You'll go over and down to right here. And the last two of these will be split off in between these two. Not sure that is going to be a good solution, but if it's not, we can always request in what's called one more train with steel. But for now, this is at least what we're going to try. So we'll want here, want you 3 here to go in. Something like that. So you go up that way, and you'll go in directly here. And all of this will hook up, supplying steel ingots into these. And I don't think I've messed anything up, but that is a big maybe. We can move these two for now. So, oh yeah, remember to hook this one up over here. Oh, and I put it in the wrong spots. So, should we just try and hook this up now? And watch it go and see how much of a mess I've made. That is gonna be exciting. Might have to expand this a bit. This produces, what is it? 4 every second. This one down here needs 1 a second, so it can supply these 4. This one. This should match that one. So in that regard, it is at least set up correctly. So let's try this. Just waiting for them to get delivered, and then this will turn off. And then I'm very excited to see how this looks. While we wait for these, I can do a bit of reflection on something I did last episode. I tried to do this setup for fun. It is not worth it. This is not a good setup. Don't ever do something like this, guys. It is horrible. We can't deliver what's it called, the resources fast enough. Oh, the water fast enough, that is. So yeah, hopefully this build is a bit better, but you never know. So now it's flowing in. Let's see how big of a mess I've made out of this. But at least it should be a lot better than transporting in all the different items by train. I'd rather try and do this. So here we go. First things are crafting. They go on the correct side. Here comes the plates. Hopefully they go on the correct side as well. All seems good so far. Here's the beams. They're going down here to be grabbed by these two. Starting to make our plates. That is going. Oh, look at this, guys. These are flowing down. They're gonna get merged in. How fast are we getting these? Seems like can't quite keep up with the input, so we might have to upgrade the orange surface a bit. But these are flowing into our bulkheads. We need 4 a second as it stands right now, since we have 4 and we are producing 4 seconds if these can keep up. So let's just do this, because that is definitely what we are needing here and there. And there's our steel bulkheads. Perfect. We can also expand this down more, but for now let's just drag this over. This actually turned out way better than I had planned. I'm very pleased with this setup. Very, very pleased. So let's just drag you across here and merge you in. And let's do it in the easy way, without too much of a balancing. That should balance it out somewhat correctly. And let's put a little limit on this one. I think 15k might be a good limit for now. Don't know if it's needed, but I like to do it because this is quite expensive. So this is pretty much what's lacking. Are they running full speed now? They are. That means that these should get supplied what they need to run at full speed. Seems we are missing a few steel beams. Oh no, 1, 2, 3, 4. Are these not running at full speed? No, it is an inserter problem because the ratios should be correct. So let's just help them out a bit. Like that. But other than that, this should be working very, very nicely. Please comment what you think about that build. I think it's quite good. I'm not sure how it is in terms of throughput, but I think it's quite cool. 15k. Please just split you out. And yeah, these can keep up. The last thing I'll do this episode might just double this one. So what if we just do this and say double you? And what if we just say double this to here? That should at least give us maybe twice the throughput. Have to double this as well then. Or we can at least support twice as much. So let's just double it to be a bit safe. So yeah, this looks very, very nice. Look at that, look how beautiful it is. Hopefully you guys think it's beautiful as well. I think it's quite nice. I love this design. It looks very, very cool. And it also means that these will start producing. So yeah, I think I will end the episode here. Hopefully you find this, me building this kind of way enjoyable. I think it's quite fun to do this, especially when you're doing a modular build with trains, where it can just take it out afterwards. I think that is what makes this enjoyable for me, because if I had to route all this around with belts, I would have been a bit more annoyed, but this way I can build whatever designs I want inside my cells, and that pleases me very, very much. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully you like, subscribe, and hit that bell button. And then I will see you in the next episode. Bye, guys.